This is my entry for Woody's scale model garage for the rock and roll build. Um, you get a whole year. That's the best part. And this is my first group build, but you get a whole year to build it. So whatever the project's going to be, whether you got to modify a lot of stuff or whatever you have to do, there should be plenty of time to do it. So the kit that I've chosen is going to be this kit. I actually, except for this kit, which I just bought recently for this build, I don't even have a single hot rod in my stash. I've built many hot rods in the past, but recently, over the many years, most of the hot rods don't have a Ford engine in them, so I just don't get them. And this one is true too. So I've never built this kit because it doesn't have a Ford engine in it. This doesn't make sense to me. It's a 32 Ford. So whatever. And I'm not a big fan of flatheads. I just don't like the way they look. And I'm just not into those. So if a hot rod kit has a flathead for it is the only choice, I probably wouldn't buy it either. Now, yeah, I can buy any hot rod and I can put a Ford engine in it. That's not a problem, but having to buy two kits to build a model which should have come with a Ford kit to begin with, that's just rubs me the wrong way. So anyway, long story short, this is the kit that I'm going to build. Now, this kit, what I'm building this based on is a Brian Seltzer orchestra off a song that he did called Switchblad 327. It's definitely a hot rod song, and I'm going to put a link to it below. But it mentions a car. It's a 32. It mentions it has 3 tube barrels, so I will have to find an intake manifold for that. And of course, it's a 327, which generally makes it a Chevy, and this kit has a Chevy in it. So in this case, a Chevy can be an advantage. But it doesn't say that it's a Ford per se, but I'm not going to spend the time and money and effort to build a 32 Chevy. So if they even make such a thing, but they probably do in resin or 3D. So since I have never built this kit, I think I'm going to open it up and we can look at it together. If you don't know who Brian Seltzer is, he was, one of the original members of the Stray Cats, and which is basically rockabilly. So that fits right in with the hot rod theme for sure. So, okay, we don't need the box, right? Directions, we don't need those either, right? Let's see, we got some flames. The other thing it mentions in the song, I think, is that the oil pan leaks. So I guess it is a Chevy, I don't know. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Yeah, that's not too bad. We got some flames on there. I was actually thinking of painting it black like it is on the box. But I don't know. I mean, we're so far away. We got a year, so rather than make a snap judgment, I like this frame here, which is, I guess that's a Duval, maybe is the word, window frame. I'm not sure. I also like the way the gas tank is in the front here. And I like these side pipes kind of, when I listen to the song, this is the car that's in my head, basically, is a Roadster, even though it calls it a flat top coupe or something like that in a song. But I mean, I just can't see it with a roof, and I just thought this illustration on the box is the same as what's in my head. So I think this is what I want, and I like the way this pipe comes out the side. So But with these decals, I don't really see a whole lot except the flames, except there are some seat belts here. That's interesting. But now I don't see anything really super that jumps out at me. And here's the body. That's a small car, isn't it? That's a small model. So it's got bigs and littles in there. And it's got that windshield in there. Looks like something else, some clear parts, maybe the headlights. Interesting. So we got lots of chrome parts. It has dual quads, but I want to try to find the three deuces like it says in the song. And I'm sure I can find that. I'm sure there's a manifold and carb set up for that out of it. Either a kit, or if it's 3D or resin, I'll just order it somewhere down the line, right? I got a whole year. This transmission here, though, kind of to me looks like a modern transmission, like it's aluminum, rather than an old. I mean, unless it's if it was a really old. Well, this box doesn't say it's a 327. What does it say? It probably doesn't even say. It doesn't say what kind of engine it is. But I can tell by the 4 bolt. The valve cover has 4 bolts to hold it on, and the spacing of the exhaust manifold ports. It's got to be a Chevy. I can't see the. Let's see if we can see the timing chain cover, because that'll be another way to tell. There's the water pump. And I should have taken these out of the bag, but I wanted to open up the box on camera, so. Interesting. Oh, there. So they've molded the timing cover to the front of the block, but I guess that looks like an old timing cover from an older engine. Maybe they just updated the transmission in this kit or something. Oh, that's odd. Or, it's custom. It's a hot rod, so it's not going to use necessarily stock parts anyway. Got some interior seats. Got some extra chrome, including the grille and the fuel tank for it goes in front. Nice headers. 2-piece headers. Yeah, there's the other one there. Okay, so that's nice. What else we got? We got the hood, fenders, which I don't see fenders on the box. Yeah, I don't think I'll be using the fenders. That usually to me is ugly. Electric fan on the radiator. It would be nice if that had been smooth, the firewall. And so I may smooth that out. I think it would look a lot better. It just looks a little too old and nostalgic. In order for it to be, well, I don't know. I'd have to, maybe, This is custom door panels. Of course, the wheels. I really like the wheels on this kit. The wheels are nice too. Are those kidney wheels or kidney bean wheels or whatever they call them? I'm not sure. You'll have to put something in the comments below because they look very familiar. Well, I've seen them on cars all the time, but I don't know what the proper name is. Front axle. It even must have four-wheel brakes. No, maybe no. Probably just on the front. And bars, and then I guess that's a standard windshield. Maybe it's an option on this kit. Or maybe this tree here is just for this version of the kit. So you're getting the Duval frame or whatever they call it, and then you're getting that specific headers that come out. Nice, good idea. And that's it. I don't see a lot of stuff in there. And we're looking at 127 parts, molded in white. Oh yeah, it says Devolve windshield and custom exhaust. Modern supercharged small block engine with choice of 2 carburetor intakes. So I don't know what they mean by modern. It still looks like a small block Chevy to me. At least in the illustration now. Maybe they fudged a little between the illustration and what you actually get, but I'll deal with it. I really like the way this goes back here in the back without any kind of fenders. Like definitely no fenders on the front, but I do like the way that's a clean look down the side of the car. I do like the way this is open with just the hood. So there's a lot of things I like about it. I like the red on the inside, goes good with the black. I do think I'll smooth out that firewall though. Oh, newly tooled parts. So that's what we're looking at. And that's going to be my build. It's going to take a year, so I can only imagine posting a video on this build maybe 3 or 4 times during the whole year process, unless I finish it early, and then I'll just have to hide it until the end of the year. And that's possible because if I really enjoy doing it, I'm just going to be, working on it. So, but if I can come up with some, I'm already going to have to look up some parts with it to try to go with the song. And with that said, I will see what happens with it. But I am looking forward to the project. I'm one of those people, I like building models, and I have to have an idea in my head when I build it. And I'm good at building a model for a reason. For instance, I build models for my books, or I build models for my website to put on there. I build models for different reasons, but I have to have a goal. I have to have a reason sometimes to push me to build a model. And in this case, I've not that it's a challenge, but it's not a challenge. It's just simply a group build, but at least it's something that it's a goal, I should say. So I have something to do with the model to meet that goal, and that's my inspiration, that's my drive, that's what gets me going. So I'm probably enter another group build with a little shorter duration, but we'll see how the year goes and how it works out. But I'm looking forward to it, and thanks to Woody's Garage, Model Car Garage, or then, sorry, I'm not in front of my computer, so I don't know the entire name proper. But you're probably already a fan. I'm going to put a link to his website as well. Actually, I'll put a link to the video where he talks about it so that you can get the facts directly from him. And I encourage you, since you have a year, look around in your stash, start digging up some car songs. And I actually had 2 songs in mind. I had this song by Brian Seltzer. My other choice, which I'm not going to use, was a song by Jim Croce, which was Rapid Roy the Stock Car Boy. In the song, he drives a 57 Chevy, which I could deal with. I built many of them. And I would have had to change it into a stock car. But I didn't have a problem with that. But at this time, I thought, well, and that's a cool song. I might put a link to that one down in the description also. For those who've never heard that song, you'd like it. But I had a choice between those 2. And for some reason, since I haven't built a hot rod in so many years, I decided to go with this. And I've looked at this kit, and I like I say, if it had a Ford motor, I probably would have bought it somewhere down the line. But now I have a reason to buy it with a Chevy. So, but yeah, check it out. Think about joining the build, and give yourself a year to make something incredible. And we'll see you on the other side of that. So see you in the next video. Take care.